Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Tulane Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana, as we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man, it's Hayes. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. There he goes! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Got a man. It's Preston. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams.
And the ball is free on the pit, racing down the left side. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, ECU. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Carolina 7, Tulane 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Callaway. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Going right to work up top. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Tulane right back to the line. On third and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Pirates offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Oh, he's got some space. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Pirates will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gordon.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got it in the middle, it's Reed. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space, it's Gordon. Runs through the tackle.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it behind the line, it's Gordon. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And this quarterback has had a rough game. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Riles. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game, and it's cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll get to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
With the catch, it's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The give from the gun. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! Time early decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. They came into this one believing that they know where to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the run, it's Gordon. Stumbled to the ground. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Off play action. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Firing to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Hauser. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Pirates. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gordon. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Pirates headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
28, East Carolina, 25.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got a man. It's Preston. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy
Breaks into the open. Got some room and into the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone of the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that.
Lots of running room. At the 30. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, East Carolina. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
35, East Carolina, 32.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Preston. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he's stopped, a gain of 6. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Across the 25, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tulane. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already is 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Green Wave! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Unloads it left. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. right back to him on first down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people